Hey, welcome into my channel. Today I'm here to share with you some mini reviews of products that I used all the way up, and I was able to really formulate some pretty strong opinions on the quality of the product and be able to give you some information about it so you can decide if it's right for you and your beauty routine. If you like makeup and project panning content and all things beauty related, you might want to subscribe to my channel because I love talking about all of that stuff and helping you to be a mindful consumer of all of your beauty products along the way. These makeup and beauty empties have been accumulated over the past several months. I haven't recorded an empties video in a couple of months, so there's quite a few things. Let's go ahead and get into it. The only hair care product that I finished up was this Amika dry shampoo from, I think I got this from Sephora, and I really did like this dry shampoo. It worked really nicely. It didn't leave like a really strong white cast in my hair, and it did a good job of soaking up the oils, and it smelled very, very lovely. I would consider buying a full size of this because out of all the dry shampoos that I've tried, this one seemed to be my favorite so far. Now for makeup, I have several empties that are my daughter's, so I'm going to go ahead and start with those first. This was something that I ended up giving to her, and it's a mini Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I bought the shade Birch, which is the lightest shade that they have, and I'm pale, but I'm not this pale, and my daughter is really fair. She's not quite this fair, but it looked a lot better on her than it did on me, and she ended up using it up, and she used it more like a foundation, and she really liked it. And I did like this so much that I did buy a darker shade in the full size. So between her and I, but mostly her, we got this little mini concealer used up. It is a very full coverage concealer, so really just a little bit of will do you on that. And for her, it was definitely something that was very full coverage and high coverage, putting it all over her face. I could definitely tell when she had it on compared to, you know, just like a normal little like everyday foundation. I could tell the difference with this one, but it worked really nicely under my eyes. It does overall, you know, now that I have the right shade, works really great under my eyes. Doesn't crease too much, so I enjoy that. As someone with, you know, over 40 skin, I need for things to be full coverage but not heavy, and that one is not too heavy. We also just went ahead and for her, these eyeliners that we got last year, I think they're Wet n Wild eyeliners, and they're the Wednesday collab. There was a black one, and this one was silver, and because they had been for over a year, we went ahead and just called those empty. And this one, she lost the lid, so it was dried. The silver was called Little Storm Cloud, and the black one is called Black is My Happy Color. So they were pretty cute, and all in all, she enjoyed them, and so that was very nice for her. I am celebrating because I finally finished my LA Girl Brow Bestie eyebrow pencil. This eyebrow pencil lasted me for at least 2 years, and while there is just the finest bit left, it's really difficult to get the product to my skin because it you know, it's so close to the tip right there. So I just went ahead and called it done. For like less than $5, this is a pretty fat brow pencil and lasted a very, very long time. So if you need a cheap brow pencil, this one from LA Girl, a good one. Next, I really wanted to try that famous L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist, and so I did. And I think that this really does a great job of making your makeup last all day long. It does smell like hairspray, so if you're sensitive to fragrance and just an overwhelming sort of like chemically kind of smell, you'll want to stay away from this one. But if you don't mind it, if you can stand it for just a second and you really need your makeup to last a long time, this one is the one to get. And I did buy another one, however my daughter has sort of confiscated that, although she doesn't need any makeup that she wears to last a long time. but she seems to think that she does. If I can get any out, I'll show you the mist. No, it's a pretty fine mist and it works really nicely. But I did go through it very quickly, I will say. We're like $10 to $12. It didn't last me as long as I would have liked for it to have. And the next two products that I have in my makeup category are also super long haul products that I've been working on for a long time, and I finally finished them. The first one is my Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. Finally got all of this used up. I bought this during a time when a lot of my foundations were hydrating and very dewy, and I didn't necessarily want them to be that dewy, and so this did a good job of kind of blurring my skin and my pores and kind of mattifying the foundation that I was going to put on top, so it was just the right amount of luminous. I'm sure that there are drugstore alternatives to this that are much cheaper, so if I ever am in the market for another primer that is mattifying, I will definitely search the drugstore first. The last product that was a long haul product is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I had the shade 1C1 Cool Bone, and I worked on this for so many years. This is such a really great foundation, and I will say also with the help of my daughter, she also was using this as well, and we got it finished up. But this is everything and the hype that it is all about. It is long wearing, and I feel like the finish of it is kind of like a satin type finish. And with someone like me having over 40 skin, I felt like it didn't look too dry or cakey as long as I didn't use too much. And I used a brush when I applied it, and it never really looked bad as long as I didn't apply too much. That's kind of the key with any foundation, just the right amount of product being used so that you look natural in your makeup. I'm not done. Almost done. Okay. Last category that I have is my skincare empties, and I have a couple of really tried and true that I want to share with you, and some new tried and true that I want to share with you. This is probably my 4th or 5th bottle of the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Plus Lotion moisturizer. I always get this on sale at Ulta during their 21 Days of Beauty sale, and at half price it's like $20 or something, and it lasts me for a good 6 months, and it does a really good job of being nice and hydrating, but not too heavy, and works really well with makeup, and just my skin feels really nice after I use that. And the other thing that I realized that I had used up when I was traveling is this CeraVe foaming facial cleanser. I don't use the foaming kind too often, but CeraVe overall is a really great brand. I enjoy their hydrating cleanser. It's not a foaming one. A lot more. For the foaming, I usually let my husband or my daughter use that because I find it a little too stripping for my skin, which is normal leaning dry at times. So overall, I was able to get this finished and didn't even realize that I had it finished. I want to share with you some sample packs just really quickly. Again, with sample packs, it's hard to make a really good opinion about the things, but I did try them. This first one is Peter Thomas Roth, the Ultimate Solution 5 Multitasking Moisturizer. This, I will say, I used it 2 days and it stung my skin. So something in here well, it exfoliates. That's what it says. It firms, brightens, exfoliates, moisturizes, and soothes. So definitely the exfoliation was happening because it was burning and my skin was stinging a little bit. So just be careful with this. I would definitely say if you are not used to using acids or like retinol or any actives or anything like that on your skin, that may not be one that you want to go with. This Dior Le Serum was terrible because it smelled so strong of old lady perfume that I could not stand myself, and it was just gross. So that's a hard pass for me. I don't mind a fragrance in my skincare, but I don't want to smell like old ladies. And the last packet was this Clinique Smart Clinical Repair Overnight Recovery. Again, I was only able to use this like once or twice, so I don't have a full opinion on it, but it was nice and it didn't stink. So, and it didn't burn. Okay, last two things that I have that I'm really enjoying, and these are going to be new repeat purchases. The Ordinary Retinol 0.2 Emulsion comes in this little tube with the pump, and I was able to use this all up. I really found that it did a good job of just kind of keeping my fine lines at bay, and as someone who's experienced in using retinols and things, I don't find that it's very stinging or anything like that, so I definitely enjoyed that and will buy that one again. And the last thing I ended up getting from Amazon after I did like a haul at Marshall's of Beauty of Joseon products. I wanted to find out if they had a cleansing balm, and they do. So I got it on Amazon. This is the cutest packaging. It has a little flip lid, and it comes with the scoop. And this worked so well. Super affordable, very inexpensive, and you really don't need a whole lot in order for it to do the job of taking off all of your makeup, your eye stuff like mascara, brows, eyeliner, and then I would go in with my double cleanse, which is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, and everything was clean and clear. So if you need an affordable cleansing balm, definitely check out this one from Beauty of Joseon, because it was a really good one, and I will buy that again for sure. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, if you've been considering any of these products, you have a little bit more information to help you decide if that is something that fits your beauty routine and your budget. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Bye.